I bought the cabin 10 years ago, a little slice of heaven tucked into the woods near Lake Willard. It was my sanctuary. No sirens, no reports, no drama. Just me, a quiet lake, and a fishing rod. I never had any issues until last month. It started with a letter. A neatly folded, overly formal letter shoved into my cabin's screen door. Dear property owner, as per revised HOA guidelines effective June 1st, fishing from the lakefront dock adjacent to Lot 14, your property, is now strictly prohibited. This policy is to preserve aquatic life and reduce noise. Violators will be fined $500 per infraction. Sincerely, Nancy Keller, HOA President, Silver Pines Association. Lot 14. My lot. I blinked. Fishing prohibited. On my own dock. That had to be a mistake. I'd been fishing there for a decade, and not once had the HOA ever said a word. Besides, the lake was public access. The dock was on my deed. I called the HOA office and left a message. I was polite, at first. No callback. A week later, I came up for the weekend and found a giant red notice nailed to my dock railing. Violation. Unauthorized fishing activity. It looked like something out of a horror film. And on the back of the sign, a fine notice. $500, due in 10 days. That's when I decided it was time to pay Nancy Keller a visit, in uniform. That Monday I returned to the HOA office, not as the laid-back guy in cargo shorts who liked trout fishing, but as Chief Mark Holden, head of the county police department. I walked in wearing my full-duty uniform, badge, sidearm, the works. Nancy was behind the counter chatting with her assistant. She looked up and turned pale. "Good morning, Miss Keller," I said, sliding the violation notice onto her desk. "Mind explaining this?" She swallowed. "Chief Holden, I didn't know this was your property. The board, voted on new environmental guidelines." I raised an eyebrow. "Environmental guidelines that allow your husband to fish from his dock 3 lots down." Silence. I checked the bylaws. No fishing clause wasn't passed properly. No environmental survey was filed. And more importantly, this lake is under county jurisdiction, which, last I checked, is my jurisdiction. She looked like she'd bitten into a lemon. "There may have been a miscommunication." "Right," I said, "and I expect this sign will be removed and the fine voided today. I'd also suggest you review your authority before harassing property owners." Nancy nodded stiffly. "Of course, Chief Holden." As I turned to leave, I added, "One more thing. I'll be holding a public fishing event at my dock next weekend. A few deputies and I are teaching kids how to cast. You're welcome to join. Just bring your own pole." She didn't reply, but the notice was gone the next day, and I haven't heard a word from the HOA since. Now every time I fish, I do it with a smile, and a patrol boat parked nearby, just in case Nancy gets creative. Some people forget. Not all cabin owners are pushovers. Some of us are the law.